Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
Welcome to another episode of the Rare Beer Club. I'm your host, the Ginger Yeti. And if you're new to the channel, the Rare Beer Club is a subscription club put out by the beerofthemonthclub.com. I receive a box every month that contains 2 hand-selected beers, usually runs about $60, and a box of beers, and select one to review blindly, and then I review the second one at a later date. So I already did the unboxing and reviewed the first beer. Go check that out if you missed that one. This was the other beer that was in the box. Surprisingly, it was a box with 2 beers from the same brewery, which is pretty rare. And the beer here is Scaldis Caractère, if I said that correctly. And this beer is kind of named different depending on where you are. So for export in some places, because of the evil empire, AB InBev, they have to call it Scaldis. But I believe in Belgium and a few other countries, it's still called Busch. So like I said, this is the Scaldis or Busch Caractère. It's from Brasserie Dubuisson, if I pronounce that correctly, out of Pipaix, something, France. I can't tell. I don't know. I don't speak French. And surprisingly, I've had this twice before, but it's been forever since I had it. The first time I had it, I was in a bar in France and tried it, but that was back in 2012, and it was the Busch version or Busch name. And then later that same year, I was in a hotel in Redding, California, and somehow tried it again. I must have bought it at a beer store or something. I don't know. But with the Rare Beer Club, always comes with this paperwork. We'll look at it in a minute. On the bottle here, it just says Imperial Amber Ale, Scaldis, re-fermented in the bottle. It's got that picture on it. On the back of the bottle, it says, if I can read it, brewed expressly to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the creation of Scaldis. Scaldis or fermentery continues to develop of flavor and fullness and of body as it ages, thanks to its natural re-fermentation in the bottle. And that's everything on here. Product of Belgium. That's about all worth noting or mentioning on the bottle here. So the paperwork always comes with this paperwork. Style is a strong Belgian amber ale. 12% alcohol. It's me rough drinking this whole bottle by myself. Serving temperature 49-56 degrees. They always say tulip, goblet, chalice, or Pinot Noir glass. So I got like a goblet here. And the beginning of this front half about the brewery, I already went over that on the first video. Go back and check that video out if you want to know what the front of this says. I also post these somewhere. I still haven't figured out the best way to post these, but I post them somewhere and link it in the video. So you can go check it out yourself if you want to read over the paperwork. And I'll link the unboxing video down below in the description. So we'll just move on to the beer here. So, Brasserie Dubuisson Scaldis Caractère, which at different times and in different markets has been labeled under the names Ambre and Amber Ale Re-fermenti. I'm sure I butchered all that. It's a strong Belgian amber ale with a rich and complex profile, known for its moderately high alcohol and deep malty flavors. The Caractère pours a deep amber to copper hue with a slight reddish tint. The color is indicative of its malt-forward nature. It has a clear body with good carbonation, producing a thick, creamy off-white head that dissipates slowly, leaving a distinct lacing on the glass after every sip. The nose is dominated by rich, ripe fruits. So let's get it poured into the glass. Talk about the nose and the color and all that. It's got this crown and cap and crown, whatever you want to call it, caged cork. Hopefully I don't shoot my eye out with it. These composite or artificial corks usually come out pretty easily. It's the real corks that can be difficult. Although this one's giving me a little bit of a fight here. Get it on out. A lot of gun smoke coming off of that. Tons of gun smoke. Starting to creep up the bottle a little bit. See if it'll come up past the neck at all. Yeah, it's starting to do its thing and climb. So let's get it into the glass here. I love it when the bottle has gun smoke. I just think it's so cool looking. Pour that in a glass, and we'll talk about the nose. So it says the nose is dominated by rich, ripe fruit notes. Think of dark fruits like figs, dates, and raisins. And you should always dip your beak into the foam. I mean, there's a fruity esters to it, but I'd say more apple than anything. Like sour apple. There's also an underlying hint of orchard fruits such as baked apples and pears. Well, there you go. That's what I'm picking up. It's like apple. Next, we encounter slightly sweet caramelized sugars coming through, giving the beer a toffee-like quality. These malty scents are complemented by notes of cocoa, light roast coffee, dark brown sugar, and a touch of molasses. Light spicy undertones are present, likely due to the Belgian yeast strain. We detect subtle notes of clove, coriander, and a hint of white pepper. The yeast also brings a slightly earthy herbal quality, providing a nice depth to the overall character of this fine brew. I don't know. I'm just getting like apple. Very appley. Wonder what the temperature is on this. $65, 49 to 56. It's a little warm. It's always a little warm. No matter how cold I get these beers, for some reason it doesn't seem like they're cold enough when I review them. I don't know why. Well, if I hit the glass, it's 53. I must have... There we go. We're at 52, 53. Bottle says it's 49. Maybe it's not warm enough. So we'll go back to the color here. What does it say for color? Where can I find it? Pours a deep amber copper hue. Yeah, I would say it's a copper hue. With a slight reddish tint. Yeah, it's probably spot on there. The color is indicative of malt forward nature. Clear body. It's definitely not clear at all. Lots of carbonation. It says good carbonation. Creamy off-white head. No, I wouldn't say creamy off-white. It is off-white, but it's not creamy. And did dissipate quickly. This says dissipate slowly. So, maybe I need to warm up a minute and try to sniff it again. It's a little warmer. Take another sniff. And even though there's no foam, I dip my beak in it. I'm still getting mainly that apple scent, but there is a little bit of pepperiness to it. I think it's enough sniffing the beer. Let's get a taste on it. First sip of Scaldis Caractère brings a rich wave of malt sweetness. Burning carbonation. So carbonated, I don't get much flavor out of it. Expect caramel, toffee, and dark brown sugar to be prominent. The malt complexity is layered, making each sip feel luxurious. Similar to the aroma, we found notes of dark fruit like plums, dates, and dried cherries. The fruitiness melds beautifully with the toasty sweetness of the malt. The Belgian yeast adds a layer of complexity, contributing slight spiciness, clove, and a touch of pepper that balances the sweetness and adds depth to the flavor. Though malt forward, there's a moderate bitterness from the hops that helps balance the overall experience. Give the beer a clean finish. This is all just carbonation. It's pop rocks in your mouth. There is a little bit of sweet fruitiness, but the carbonation is just overpowering. The bitterness also brings hints of herbal and earthy tones. At 12% ABV, Scaldis Caractère doesn't feel too boozy. I don't think it's too boozy, but the strength lends a warming sensation to the palate without being harsh. The carbonation is harsh. I don't even know if this is... It's so carbonated, I'm not even getting a warming from the alcohol. It adds a Venus character reminiscent of sherry and leaves a pleasant, lingering warmth. Maybe there is a lingering warmth. It is full-bodied with smooth, creamy mousse, slightly viscous texture. No, it's just carbonation. Like, if you could pump as much carbonation as you can in carbonated water, like super over-carbonated, that's what this is. Where was I? It coats the palate, delivering a rich drinking experience that is more pleasant with every sip. Moderate carbonation, bullshit. It's like super overload carbonation. Helps to lift the sweetness and keeps the beer from feeling too heavy, adding a bit of brightness to each sip. Finishes long with lingering notes of caramel, dried fruit, and leaving a balance of sweet malt and light bitterness. It's carbonated, super carbonated, over-the-top carbonation. It's like carbonation in a liquid form. Maybe if I let this sit out for a day and the carbonation finally died out, I'd be able to pick up a lot of flavor. But it's just over-the-top carbonation. It is sweet, it is fruity, but the carbonation just overpowers everything. Again, this is like, take a bunch of Mentos, put it in a bottle of Coke, and then put it in your mouth. That's what this is. This is just over-the-top carbonation. It ruins the beer. The carbonation ruins the beer. I don't know if I'm missing something on this. I don't know where these people from the Rare Beer Club are getting these flavors from. Maybe they pour it out and let it sit for 3 hours. I don't know. And I believe I wrote in my notes from the last time I had this, that it was over-carbonated. It's just, I understand it re-ferments in the bottle, but there's a point where there's just too much carbonation, and that's what this is. So unfortunately, this is going to be a let it play at best. I mean, maybe once carbonation dies down, maybe it'll be a better beer, but it's not for me. I don't like these carbonation bomb beers. I mean, this could be one of the best beers in the world, have amazing flavors, but the carbonation is just too over the top. It's just ruined it for me. So this is a let it play for me. If you made it this far in the video, I don't know if I remember to say, excuse me, it's just giving me the burps. I probably forgot to mention, I probably already put it up in the video, but this got a 3.61 with 70,000 check-ins on Untapped. God, it's just that carbonation. Beer Advocate got an 87 very good with 754 check-ins, 3.82. I don't even know if I can give this a 3. It's just so over-the-top carbonation. Again, like Mentos and Coke, that's what the carbonation's like. This is just, the carbonation is obnoxious. If you made it this far in the video, did I get it wrong? Have you had this before? I can tell there's some really nice flavors in there, some really good flavors, but the carbonation absolutely, positively ruins this beer. Let me know down below in the comments if you had this, what you thought of it. Did I get this wrong? Is this bottle just too re-fermented? What happened here? I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you all for watching, especially if you made it this far. As always, embrace the adventure.